Good morning, or good after morning, or good evening, good whatever. How are you guys? Good morning. Some nice people here this morning. It's 7:18 a.m. in good old Melbourne, or good new Melbourne, depending on where you're from. And I'm strolling casually and just in a very relaxed way to our next destination. Looking forward to what is going to be an amazing tour. I'll explain everything about the significance of this tour very shortly when we just have more people online. But it looks like we have quite a few people so far, and we're slowly getting there. So I want to thank those who have joined so far for jumping on board. So nice to have you guys. Welcome to Melbourne. I'm looking forward to showing you my beautiful city. G'day, Jenny. 10 p.m. in the UK. Excellent. Well, it's so good to see you again. And it's nice that I can finally give you a nice, slightly earlier tour, because I know, I recall that your tours have been, it's been a little late for you. So it's nice to accommodate for you in a way that you have to stay up too late. So that's good. And hopefully I can live up to the original tour of this. I'm hoping I can. But each tour is different. It's not going to be like the first one. It's going to be different. It's going to be fun. So, formative. Yes, thank you. Thanks, Barbara and Nelson. I want to wish you guys a happy Easter for those celebrating Easter. I hope you guys having a great day. I know that some of you are in lockdown, so I'm very sorry about that, but it'll get better. Main thing is that we're here. We're living in the 21st century, and we have the capacity to enjoy the beauty of other cities from the comfort of our own homes, and that is one of the many good things about living in our times, huh? So let's look at the good. Happy Easter. And yeah, we're almost in our destination. We've got about 9 more minutes. It's going to be good. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Gonna have a great time. Do you have anyone from Florida in the US? Hardly doubt it. Audio is broken up. Okay, thanks for the heads up. Caroline, is it better now? Just let me know. Okay. All right, cool. Coolies. So in about 3 minutes, when we hit the 5-minute mark, I'll be explaining very briefly about where the UooUoos come from. Actually, I'll do it in about 5 minutes. Pennsylvania. G'day. Philadelphia. Love to visit Philly one day. Here's a beautiful city. I'm going to turn right. Beautiful morning. It feels like it's about 18 degrees. Orlando, Florida. G'day, Ain. Apparently, tell me, there's a city in Florida called Melbourne. So we'll be exploring Melbourne in Australia, not in Florida. But I'd love to visit Melbourne and Florida sometime. Sort of see how similar it is to our Melbourne, if at all. So that'll be interesting. Yeah. Nice. On the coast, on another coastal Melbourne city. 7 degrees in Edmonton. G'day from North Carolina. Very nice. North Carolina. Are you from Charlotte, Beth? Love to visit North Carolina sometime. We've got Eva from Canada. Canada, our Commonwealth sister. No, I haven't been to Charlotte, but I do like the Bobcats. Or now they're the Hornets, right? They're the Hornets now. Partially because I'm a Michael Jordan fan. He used to be one of my idols growing up, so big fan. Waterloo, Ontario, Canada, Andrea. We've got the Chicago suburbs and Virginia, USA. Whoa, got a plethora of multiculturalism here today. We've got a fruit salad, which is fantastic. We're going to have a great time. We are going to have a fun, enjoyable, and guys, let's take a break from my face. Let's, amazing, hey? Oh, amazing breath. All right, so this is exclusive to those who have joined this specific tour. Here we are in the suburb of Docklands, and we're going to be walking up here. And this station is in terms of area, is one of the biggest train stations in Australia. It's called Southern Cross Station. And from this station, you can catch a train to Sydney, to Adelaide, which are like cities that are about 8 hours away. You can catch a train anywhere within rural Victoria, which is our state, the state which we live in. So this is a very big station. It's like a train airport. You know, you can just travel anywhere from here. It's amazing. And we're heading up this road, and we're heading to our destination. And very soon, in a few minutes, I will be explaining the whole point of UooUoos. I know, right? Jordan was on another level of popularity, Sid. It's incredible. No one has ever been like him before in terms of this desire, this urgency to see him. You know, he was such a popular athlete. Nice to see you again, Maria. Sorry, I heard you guys are in lockdown. Hope everything's okay with you. You'll be fine. You'll get through this. Just stay positive, and yeah, hopefully virtual trips can help us all get through these uncomfortable times. We'll be fine. We will be fine. It's all good. Whew, it's nice. It is a nice morning walk. Trying to get my 10,000 steps going. I did have a challenge a couple of weeks ago. I was raising money for autism. So I managed to get 10,000 steps. I was doing it with my partner, and I am now I've finished the challenge, and I just thought I'll just keep doing 10,000 steps, which is a nice incentive to stay fit and active. Yeah, it should be. This is the third time I'm doing this tour, and this will be the last time, and for now I mean it, this will be the last time I do this tour. Thanks, Maria. So, Seth, on the 26th of April, okay, 11 days after my birthday, guys. My birthday's on the 11th of April. Sorry, on the 15th of April. Sorry. My family gathering is on the 11th of April. My actual birthday is on the 15th of April. And I'll be doing a tour on my birthday. So it's only a 35-minute tour. It'll be talking about Australia's migration history. So if you're curious to know about what ensued throughout the decades and throughout the centuries in Australian history, then join that tour. I'll be explaining it all through a series of modern sculptures. All good, Colleen. We will, part 3 will be equally as amazing. And then, guys, we have a UooUoo farewell event on the 16th of April for all of you, 17th for Australian and New Zealand residents. Hello, Mark. Sid, fellow mid-Apriler. That's awesome. Happy early birthday to you. So check out my other tours. I've got a street art tour, like we explore some of Melbourne's hidden alleyways and laneways and arcades, graffiti art. I've got a culture down under tour, so we just check out the history of Melbourne, the arts precinct, the theatres, the galleries. I've got a second I've got a sequel to that one, which we just do sightseeing, take amazing postcards. Oh, great. Awesome that you booked. Amazing, Diane. Oh, thanks, Mil. Appreciate it. Oh, I've got another 15th, mid-April. It's amazing. We're taking over. Thanks, Diane. Thanks for the link. Really appreciate it. So yeah, check out my other tours because they're all different. Now I've got a nightlife tour coming up, which is going to be very different to all the other ones. We've got the Melbourne Comedy Festival on at the moment. So we will be, I'll be showing you guys how unique the Melbourne Comedy Festival makes Melbourne. We'll be checking out the spruikers. So we've got comedians who are performing, roaming around the city, trying to push people to join their shows. So we'll stop, we'll have a chat to some of those comedians, explore Melbourne's nightlife. I'll show you some of Melbourne's cocktail bars, and we'll take some nice postcard shots of Flinders Street Station and other places tonight. So, yeah, you'll enjoy it. We'll have fun on the nighttime tour. And I've got many tours, I'm mapping them out. So, yeah, stay tuned. I enjoy doing it. It's fun. It's just a great way for me to show people my city. We'll show you guys. I consider you guys friends now. All in. Sorry, I completely digressed. The silence challenges. I'm going to be going. I'm doing a vow of silence for 7 days, starting the 26th of April. I'm doing it for 7 days, and I'll be documenting it, putting it up on YouTube. But I'll be raising money for victims of domestic abuse. So that's how I'll be doing it. Yeah, I personally have known a few people who've been through it, and I just wanted to help them out by raising money and showing my support. And it's just one of the many ways I can show my support. So I'll be raising money, and I'll be not talking for 7 days and documenting it and hopefully raise awareness, So, yeah. Andrew, it is an absolute privilege to be joining you on Easter. So, yes. We've got Karen from the UK and Israel. Thanks for joining. All right, so we're almost there, guys. Almost there. Let's see. Oh, I can already see our first UooUoo. So let's switch now. Let's cross the road. Oh, just going to cross it now before I have to wait another minute. Bear with me. Oh, all right. Guys, we are here for the UooUoos. So I'm going to start. But before I start, I'm just going to explain very briefly what the UooUoos are all about. Then I'm going to flip the camera, and I promise you're not going to see my face for another hour. So, and I've got a little surprise for you guys at the end. So stay with me the whole time. So UooUoos, okay? So the Royal Children's Hospital had their 150th birthday, and they decided to create an incentive for artists and raise money. So they commissioned an artist by the name of Alexander Knox to design a UooUoo, which is an imagined Australian creature. It is a combination of a wombat and a dugong. A wombat is an Australian mammal, as a lot of you may know, and a dugong is like a sea cow. It's like a mammal in the sea. It's like medium size. So he decided to combine those two and create a design, like a sculpture. And then the Royal Children's Hospital got 100 different artists from all over Australia, and they got them to paint each UooUoo, like add their own little unique design to each UooUoo. And then they spread all 100 UooUoos around Victoria, around Melbourne, Geelong, which is another city, Werribee, which is like an outer suburb, all over the place. And then they're going to auction the UooUoos, right? On the 7th of April, they're going to auction them, and all proceeds are going to go to the Royal Children's Hospital. So it's a great cause. It's fantastic. The UooUoos have captured a lot of people's hearts and smiles. So we're going to be exploring a few UooUoos today. I don't know how many, but I think from memory it was about 5 or 6. And we're just going to have fun. I'm going to be in the process showing you the beautiful and exquisite suburb of Docklands. And guys, let's just have fun, okay? Let's just enjoy ourselves. And I'm going to switch now to our first friend. So there we go. There we have it, a UooUoo. So again, these are designed by Alexander Knox, and this is our first artist who decided to add their own little unique touch to this UooUoo. And check this one out. What do you guys think of this UooUoo? Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll read a little bit about this UooUoo. We'll learn more about the meaning behind. So I'll hold it for a few more seconds, guys. You can take a postcard if you like. And then I'll read out, if you want, you can download an app called Me and UooUoo, and then you can collect the UooUoos on the app. So I'm not sure. Some of the UooUoos have been auctioned, and I'm not sure if this one has been yet. Some of them just people just decided, okay, we'll buy it now. We'll buy it now. Don't auction it. We'll buy it. So they just sold it to them. But the remaining UooUoos are all going to be auctioned on the 7th. They're going to have a massive auction, bring them all into the same room. Yeah, Jeanette, a lot of people, a lot of countries have these kind of incentives, which is pretty cool. I just like the idea of them raising money for charity. You know, it's fantastic. It makes my heart all fuzzy. And let's just have a look from behind. Do you guys know roughly? The sound of the bird is not from the sculpture. The sound of the bird is from the trees above me. Yeah, plenty of birds here in Docklands. Docklands is it's in the city centre, but it's very suburban. A lot of families live here. It's a beautiful place to raise your kids. Very safe and very suburban. Nice coffee shops too. All right, guys, we're going to pan down. I'm going to go down. Let's read a little bit about this UooUoo. So this is UooUoo 9117. So if you're collecting them on the app, you can write this code down and collect them. And the artist is Abby Rich. It's called Inside Out. Let's read what this UooUoo is about, okay? So Inside Out by Abby Rich features a playful and eye-catching design which draws inspiration from our journey through our environment and metaphorically through life. The cellular-like shapes dance across this UooUoo's body, while thick, white, wobbly lines create paths for your eyes to follow. Inside Out can appear as a beautiful abstract piece or a strange and cute monster covered in wacky-looking eyes. A different interpretation for everyone. I love that. So people can interpret it in their own ways. It can either be abstract or it can be a monster. Beautiful. So I like this one. Personally, I'm a fan of abstract art because you can draw your own interpretations. You can enjoy it. But let's keep going, guys. Have you all captured your postcards? If you need me to take a specific postcard shot for you, just let me know and I'll stop, especially for you, and I'll take the postcard. So let's go now. Now, Docklands is a relatively new suburb. Docklands was established in 2000, right? And they initially it was just nothing. It was just like where people used to dock. It was a very industrial suburb. It's right near the sea. You'll see. I'll show you soon. There's a bay there. Dockland, D-O-C-K. And yeah, basically it's a very artistic suburb too. As I said before, it's a very family friendly sort of area. And they invest a lot of their money into how the suburb looks and into its art, right? So 1% of Dockland's budget per year goes into paying artists to create sculptures and making the suburb look nice. And you've got these basketball courts. They try to incentivize people to stay fit. And they've got here, if you turn left, got an outside sort of like, I don't know, gym area. People can just exercise. Yeah, it used to be Fran, and now it's just so safe. One of my close friends lives, that's a nice shot. One of my close friends lives in Docklands with his wife, and they got a couple of kids, and they love living here. She actually ran to be mayor of Docklands, mayor, as you guys in America say. So she's great. She's got an amazing personality, great saleswoman. Ooh, she could sell water to a mermaid with her skills, or life insurance to Dracula. You know, she's very, very skilled at that. No people around. So it is early. It is 7:30 in the morning, and it is a Monday. It's a long weekend, so people aren't working today. And so people are sleeping in. You know, a lot of people have had, I suppose big nights. I haven't, but a lot of people have. And look what we have here. So we'll be stopping along the way. I know we're here for the UooUoos, but we'll be checking out other bits of art. Be talking more about Docklands and exploring the suburb. You know, we're here. We may as well, make it more about just the UooUoos. Okay, Carlina. All right, so check this piece of art out. What do you guys think of this? We'll just stop for a very quick second. Just check this out. It's not exactly a UooUoo. It's a bunny, right? So the artist who created this sculpture back in 2004, she was, as I was saying, Docklands pay artists. Part of their budget goes towards incentivizing artists to create art. So she basically created this. Happy Easter, guys. This is a Docklands Easter bunny, but it's meant to actually be a combination of she was inspired by both Darth Vader from Star Wars and Donnie Darko's rabbit. So it's like meant to be a little creepy, but for some people it's also cool and abstract and accommodating. So let's keep walking. I like it too, yeah, and it's a great sort of happy Easter sort of gesture from me to you. So let's keep walking. Let's keep enjoying this beautiful suburb and talking more about it. So now Docklands is it's about a 5-minute walk, 5 to 7 minute walk from Melbourne CBD. Very central, very expensive properties, but it's mostly known for its food eateries, bars. It's got a very sort of vibrant lifestyle. So people live here. And on that, like very quickly, I'll slightly digress if that's okay. I just want to also, UooUoos are, a lot of this art and the UooUoos are inspired by Aboriginal mythology. So I just want to acknowledge the Aboriginal people who've lived in this land for 40,000 years before the settlers from Europe came. And a lot of our art and culture is inspired by them. So I just want to acknowledge them and just really hope that, we get to a day where we can all live in harmony. And yeah, I think that hopefully things get better, We're about 10 minutes away from, about a 10-minute tram ride from Melbourne University. So also, Aboriginals are very known for their mythology, right? They've got amazing mythology. It's fascinating, actually. And so I find it fascinating. They've got this concept called dream time. You guys heard of dream time? Dream time is it's like a metaphysical period that humans aren't really, they're not conscious during it, they're not aware of it, but it's a period in which things happen, divine things happen. Like, for example, the earth, according to Aboriginals, was created during dream time. And sorry, it's still early in the morning and I haven't had my coffee yet. So the earth was created, and a lot of their mythology comes from dream time. They're big believers in a lot of good things come from dreaming. So we're about to step now into this. I'll show you where we're going. One of the Aboriginals' creatures is, they have a lot of mythological creatures. And one of them, which is tantamount to a devil, is called a bunyip, okay, a bunyip. And bunyips, up until recently, people thought they actually existed. And they hide in lakes and rivers. And people will see them and they will not be alive to tell you about the bunyip. They're very charming, very interesting, and they seem nice from the outside, but they're dangerous creatures. They kill you. So that's one of the Aboriginal mythology's creatures. Some people say they look like crocodiles. Others say they look like emus. I mean, well, look what we have over here before we check this out. So before we check out this UooUoo, this is Marvel Stadium. Here's a Marvel symbol. This is for you guys from, sorry, REM, Nicholas? I'm not sure what you mean. This is for you guys who love Marvel and comic books. This stadium is sponsored by Marvel, the comic book company. And it's a very new stadium, built in the early 2000s. And we hold a lot of football matches, live concerts here. Yeah, I guess, Nicholas, but I guess they don't see it like that. But yeah, you're right. All right, what do you guys think of this UooUoo? Whoa. So we'll read who the artist is from, or who designed this. It is a lovely face. Slightly scary, isn't it? So give me a second. It does look like a sweater. From our first tour of this, someone mentioned that it may look like a porcupine, or who knows? No, scary, very cute. Okay, well, what about the front? Looks like it's got like a pig's nose, and I don't know, what kind of teeth are those? It's like a tattooed pig. Yeah, it is like a tattooed pig. Let's, what do you guys think of this angle? This is nice. So if you have the app and you're collecting UooUoos, remember this is only part one, so you can start collecting them. The unlock code is 9131. So you can collect it in the app. But don't read about it yet. We're going to read about it together. Yeah, hog teeth. That's right. It's like a hog UooUoo. A U-hog. And a Christmas jumper and an ugly sweater, we call them. Yeah. All right. Well, let's read a little bit. Have you guys all taken your postcards? Because I'm ready to read a little bit about what on earth does this UooUoo represent. You've all taken your postcards. Last chance. I'll be moving in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. All taking your postcards. Now, let's have a quick look. We're going to pan down. And let's have a quick read of what this UooUoo means. So this UooUoo is called the bunyip. We're just talking about bunyips, weren't we? Well, let's see. It's by an artist by the name of Sam Say-Soo, okay? The bunyip by Sam Say-Soo depicts the folkloric creature that is said to inhabit the Australian outback. Although a part of Australian Aboriginal history and mythology, the scientific community has generally regarded the bunyip as a legend. In reality, this creature hides deep in the forest, rarely seen, but widely heard, and contrasting to its reputation, is warm and friendly. Wow. So as I was saying to you, bunyips can be very they can be warm and friendly, but it's always beware the devil who's nice to you. Always be beware when they're too nice. So we've got a Marvel Vault. That's just where you buy tickets for the stadium. And we'll be stepping out of Marvel Stadium in a second, but we'll be capturing an amazing shot of the stadium for your postcard collection. So bear with me. And check out this little sculpture. I'll only be dedicating 5 seconds for this before we move on. But this sculpture is meant to represent unity. It's created along with Marvel Stadium. It's just like everyone's tied together, united. So, okay, I'm gonna move now. Hopefully you took your postcard. Plenty of art here in Docklands. They love making this suburb look very, unique and culturally significant. So guys, half an hour after this tour ends, we're going to be having a second part 2 of this one. So if you really want to learn more about UooUoos and if you want to see more UooUoos, they're pretty cool. Join the second tour, and it'll be half an hour after this tour ends. We'll be exploring the beautiful suburb of Southbank. Southbank's it's down the Yarra. We'll be exploring the Yarra River. I'll be telling you a little bit about the Yarra River. And yeah, we'll be doing that. And then tomorrow, in 24 hours from now, we'll be having a third UooUoo tour. And these 3 will be the last UooUoo tours ever. We won't be doing any more UooUoo. This is the most exclusive tour you will find. Well, one of the most exclusive tours you'll find on virtual trips, because or Heygo now, because yeah, that's it. This will be it, guys. So yeah, if you can, stay back for the next one after this, and we'll have a lot of fun. I mean, those UooUoos are just fascinating, and it's fascinating and interesting to see how people have added their own personal touches to the UooUoos. So now we're walking downstairs. Kind of bittersweet. I know, Andrew. It's so sad. But guys, as I was saying before, if you are just joining us now, on the 17th of April, or the 16th, anywhere else but Australia, New Zealand, Oceania, there'll be a UooUoo farewell event. So they're taking all 100 UooUoos and they're putting them all into one room. And yeah, we'll be exploring all of them. We'll be saying goodbye to them. I bought tickets. So if you check it out, you can you can book and check it out. I've added 3 different time slots for whatever time is most convenient for you. And sorry, something in my throat. And we will be, checking them out. So we will be, okay, so we're heading now to the next UooUoo. It's a beautiful day. Amazing. Perfect day for a tour. So peaceful. Sometimes it's just nice to walk and listen to the birds sing. Also got a beach tour if you guys want to check out Australia's most decorated beach. Here's a tram, guys. You see a tram? Trams are Melbourne's main form of transport, more than buses even. Let's cross. We have the largest tram network in the world. covers over 250 kilometers worth of network of railways. So it's amazing. They'll take you to the other outer suburbs. People take them to go home. Very, very popular modes of transport. Okay, TM, that's fine. I'll explain it again. So UooUoos are sculptures that were commissioned by the Royal Children's Hospital to commemorate 150 years, to celebrate 150 years of the Royal Children's Hospital being around and being present and saving kids' lives. So they hired a designer by the name of, an artist by the name of Alexander Knox. They got him to create this sculpture called a UooUoo. It's meant to be a combination of a dugong and a wombat, which are both mammals. A dugong is a sea mammal, and a wombat's an Australian mammal. And then they duplicated 100 of those sculptures, and they got a designer, famous artist in Australia called Alexander Knox. Sorry, they got 100 different artists to design all 100, like just their own interpretation, own touch. They spread them all around Melbourne and another city called Geelong in Victoria. And we're just learning. And then all of the money, they're going to auction them at the end. And all of the money that they sell from the auction will go to the Royal Children's Hospital. Thanks, Diane, for the link. So yeah, it goes for a good cause, raising money. I think a few UooUoos have already sold for $15,000, and that's going to be the starting price. Jenny, maybe, it depends on the schedule, Jenny. Hopefully we can do that. Yep, we're going to be checking the Colourful building, Colleen, don't worry. You'll get a nice postcard of that building. But I could not help but be distracted by this UooUoo. Check this UooUoo out. What do you guys think of this one? Let's have a closer look. Thanks for the link, Jane. Appreciate it. So this UooUoo, we'll read a little bit more about the designer. So yeah, they'll get auctioned. Starting price, I believe, is $15,000. On the 7th of April, they'll be auctioned. And all proceeds will go to the Royal Children's Hospital. It's $100 to attend the auction. Something I might do it, actually. Because, I mean, it's just giving them a $100 donation to Royal Children's Hospital. So I might do that, but I'll let you guys know if I do, okay? It's a little more simplistic. Yeah, it's a little more wintry, snowy. There's a little kangaroo. I can see a blue kangaroo here. Yeah, I love the simplicity. I'm a big fan of minimalistic art. So give you guys a few more seconds to capture this postcard, and then we'll switch to the other side. It does. It's sort of like a very childlike. But UooUoos, a lot of them are created for kids, because part of the idea of creating those UooUoos was to put a smile on kids' faces. And you've got to see, when kids look at these UooUoos, they get excited. Their faces light up. And it's beautiful. It truly represents what the Royal Children's Hospital is about, saving kids' lives. Okay. So, animals of Australia. Maybe, yeah, that's a good point. Could be. So you've got a cockatoo, I think that's a dugong. Let's see what, I think that's a jellyfish on its face. Let's check a little bit more about this UooUoo. Let's read about it. If you want a postcard from a specific angle, just let me know. And we will, but let's just dip down. Let's have a quick read. So this UooUoos code is 8917, okay? It's called Untitled by Jane Reisiger. Untitled by Jane Reisiger references imagery from Jane's commission at the Royal Children's Hospital, where Indigenous animals and places appear on different wards and levels of the building. Those familiar with the hospital will recognize the spirited characters in a playful narrative: a koala, platypus, sugar glider, whale, butterfly, and more loop, curve, and cavort around this UooUoo in happy celebration of 150 years of the Royal Children's Hospital. Beautiful. Beautiful, huh? Of course we will. Of course we'll cheese bum. Oh, look at this little, sorry. This bird just flew past my leg. All right, let's check this out. Interesting. So what can we see here? So I can see a koala hugging its mum, a cockatoo, a platypus on the top. Looks like a caterpillar on the leg. We've got some fish above the sleeping koala. Take your postcard if you want now. Now's a good time. And in 3 seconds, I'm going to be moving it. 3, 2, 1, and let's move. Let's check out what's above the koala over there. We've got some fish. What's this? I can't even see this. What is this? It looks like birds in a nest, right? A green animal on top. This is a possum, by the looks of it. Possums are like little Australian creatures. They're like squirrels, like Australian squirrels, but not really. They eat fruit. They eat a lot of yeah, fruit, I guess. But they're beautiful creatures. They just roam around Melbourne. They're harmless in many ways. All right, let's keep walking and check out this beautiful building. But we'll actually, if you want to catch it, if you think this angle's better, you're more than welcome to catch this angle. And that's a lot of the buildings in Docklands are the architecture is very modern. It's because it's a modern suburb. You know, what I like about Melbourne is that there's a lot of new amalgamated with the old. But in Docklands, because it's a brand new suburb, it was only built in 2000. It was established in 2000. There's not much old. So so a lot of the buildings, everything in Docklands is new. They're all new buildings. So they've all added a very modern touch to each building. That's one of them. We'll explore many more modern buildings. But I like the colors of that one. It's we'll take another shot from another angle. I think I've got a better angle for you guys. But yeah, very modern. Yeah, I think this will be a better angle. Check it out. We've got more UooUoos to explore. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram handle is Culture Down Under. I just post pictures of Melbourne from time to time when I can. So the UooUoos are made of, sorry, what were you asking me? Fiberglass. So I think the UooUoos are made from wood. I'll knock on them. It feels like wood. It's like hollow wood. So, yeah. Okay, guys, check this out. It's a nice building, isn't it? Oh, I nearly fell. Okay, let me just check this building. Oh, well, thanks for that, Catherine. That's good to know. There you go. You learn something new every day. Okay. What do you guys think of this? It's a nice building, isn't it? If I go any further, I might hit a car. So I'll just like this. So that's a nice building. Very colourful. No more fractures. No, definitely not. I finally healed from well, sort of semi-healed from my last fracture. All right, guys, let's keep moving. Yeah, so this is, Colleen, good question. This is an office building. It's a private health insurance company occupies this, and a bank called NAB. So yeah. So check this out. What do we have here? Another UooUoo looking out into the suburb of Docklands, like a Mondrian. Yes. What do you guys think of this one? Very colourful, isn't it? Very simple, but lots happening and not happening at the same time. So I see you're getting some positive reactions from this UooUoo. Louis Vuitton, interesting. Very nice. Yeah, I love this one too. It is very springish. It's cool. It's unique, isn't it? Are these daisies? They could be, yeah. I want to name my daughter Daisy. That's one of my goals. Okay, Daisy with ladders. So we'll take another angle. Can you think what theme this represents? Oh, look at the nose. Super cool. Can you think of what this UooUoo represents? For those who have already attended the tour, try not to spoil it for those who are attending it for the first time. It's pretty cool though, eh? You'll see. We'll explain it all in a second, Raina. Don't worry. I was asking myself the exact same question when I saw this UooUoo for the first time. Luckily, I had the privilege of just having a quick look and read, which we will very, very shortly. Okay, let's move to the other side. You can take one more postcard, and then we will read more about this UooUoo, and we'll be finding out what this is all about. Ha! That's a good one, Catherine. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to move now. All right, let's check the UooUoo. Let's check the bottom. And let's go down. Oh, that's a nice nose, isn't it? The nose looks cool. Okay, let's read a little bit more. It does look like a rubber ball band, many colors. All right. This one is 2821. It's called Ladders UooUoo by Ru Ying Kai. Ladders UooUoo by Dr. Ru Ying Kai focuses on community, compassion, and participation. This UooUoo is playful and colorful, consisting of a modified version of snakes and ladders without the snakes. The game represents our life journey. Sometimes our life journey stalls, but it never goes backward. every experience along the way is relevant and formative. You can play the game and interact with the UooUoo using colourful dice presented along the sculpture. Interesting. So I suppose they haven't included the dice because someone would have stolen the dice. But if you do buy the UooUoo, they'll give you the dice. It's pretty cool. I like the idea of having those snakes, you know, because his belief is, and it's a very positive and optimistic belief, is that you never go backwards in life, only forwards. Even when you do feel like you're going backwards, you're actually moving forward because you're growing stronger and learning and wiser. So, the back view. Okay, thanks for reminding me, Jenny. My bad. Let's have a quick look at the back. I don't know, Tish, I guess. I mean, look, who knows? It just makes sense to me. I'm just trying to think positive. I mean, I guess it doesn't apply for everyone. Oh, actually, check this out, guys. We've got Marvel Stadium in the background. That's very cool. And we'll take a better shot of Marvel Stadium shortly. So in 3 seconds, take your postcards now. I'm going to be moving. 3, 2, 1, and let's keep going. There is no curfew TM. It's just super early right now, and it's a public holiday, so everyone's asleep in Melbourne. So, but we don't have a curfew. We don't have lockdown at the moment. We don't have to wear masks. So yeah, we actually have 0 cases, which is numbered. No, it's numbered from 1 to 100, Linda. And check this out. Look at this beautiful view with the fishermen. If you guys want to catch it, this is a beautiful view of Docklands. Lovely skyline. Check out this giant Ferris wheel in the background. It's meant to, it was inspired by the London Eye. Then, yeah, they couldn't quite get it. So they just were like, we'll just keep going anyway. But it's a very monumental structure within Docklands. Very beautiful. That's a nice shot, actually, for all the people fishing on the, and here we've got the boat. It's called the Melbourne Show Boat. They have, you know, shows like events and functions in that boat, which is pretty cool. Lady Cutler. They got a restaurant in this boat, which is excellent. And check out over there. Can you see that building with the black and white? It's like an abstract, asymmetrical chess board. It's very cool. Thanks, Catherine. Very modern. Well, this is a very modern. Look at this building over there. It's like bent, isn't it? It's like a modern day Pisa. The time is 8 a.m. and the temperature feels like about 17, 18 degrees Celsius. It's a beautiful shot. And over there we have this massive bridge. Okay. And what do we have here? What do we have here? Another UooUoo. All right, let's check this UooUoo out. Whoa, what is this? What the hell? I would not want to stumble into this UooUoo in a dark alley. That I'll tell you. I would break Usain Bolt's record sprinting out of there. I mean, the fangs give it away. It looks like slightly intimidating. I'm getting vampire vibes from this UooUoo. What are you guys getting? It's interesting. Let's have a closer look at the art. So what are these? These are like, they look like leaves, nice and colorful. Yeah, I don't know if it's horns or ears, but it could be either. Yeah, it is horns. Yeah, this is a horn, and the one underneath is an ear. Well, Mira, what can I say? You're just brave. I'm just no, I'm kidding. It's not that scary. It's okay. It is adorable, right? Pretty UooUoo. Okay, I'm gonna go to the side. Beautiful, hey? Jack Nicholson vibes. Are we talking Cuckoo's Nest Jack Nicholson or The Shining Jack Nicholson? Oh, check this out. Whoa, Shining, of course. Here's the UooUoo with Marvel Stadium in the background. Marvel Stadium's capacity is 50,000 people, and what makes it unique is it has a roof that covers it when it rains, so people can still play their sports. And it's one of Melbourne's most loved stadiums. It's beautiful, and it also has a lot of activities, Marvel-style activities for kids. Here's Johnny. So like I have a rock climbing wall, like in the theme of Spider-Man. So it's cool. Here's a tail with flowers on it. So I guess the flowers sort of balance it out, making it a little less scary. Let's check this out. from here. All right, shall we read a little bit more about this Yoo? You can take your last postcard now, and let's read. Let's check it out. It looks like a river going up its back, doesn't it? Interesting. Could be a river. All right, let's read. Ooh. So this is 5166. This Yoo is called Bunyip. We've got a second Bunyip Yoo. Today is a Bunyip themed day. It's by Deanne Gilson. So Bunyip by Deanne Gilson is a mythological creature in Victorian Aboriginal culture, also known as a devil. That is said, a devil that is said to have lived in swamps and hug its prey to death. What a way to die. There have been many reported sightings pre and post-colonization with two types of Bunyip identified in Victoria. The Wadawurrung Bunyip is made up of many animals: an emu head with horns and tusks, the body of a crocodile, a duck's bill, platypus flippers, and a seal nose. Yikes. Well, all I can say is thank God they are mythological creatures. Because you know what, crocodiles and sharks are enough for me. I don't need a combination of all these different animals. By the way, what's with platypuses? Do you guys know what platypuses are? Interesting creatures. They're an Australian creature. They're a mammal, but they lay eggs. Well, they lay eggs, and the men, from what I know, lay the eggs, and they have, yeah, I mean, we all know what a platypus is. Cool creatures. I mean, they are proof that God has a sense of humor. Isn't that right? All right, check this out. Check this out. Check out these wooden spikes coming out of the, so there used to be a massive pier over there, but then they removed the pier because they didn't really need it, and they just kept these and added white tips to it for artistic value. They're actually very pretty. Lovely. And here's Marvel Stadium again. Beautiful stadium. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, it has its days. No, I'm kidding. It's a beautiful country. We have a lot of fascinating creatures. And yeah, some which a lot of people haven't even heard of, like possums, for example. I believe Kiwis, New Zealanders have possums too. But yeah. Let's keep walking. Let's turn left. And over there, can you see that? Looks like a cargo sort of thing. That's a cafe. Many, many cafes in Melbourne. Melbourne has the most bars and restaurants in the world per citizen. So it's full of cafes. We've got a massive coffee culture. Yeah, koalas are. And we love our coffee. We're coffee snobs. We're very picky when it comes to coffee in Melbourne. So in fact, one of my favorite places to buy coffee is from the 7-Eleven, because to accommodate to Melbourne and Melburnians, they decided to have barista class coffees at 7-Elevens. So you can get a $1 coffee from the 7-Eleven, and we're talking top, they blindfolded people and they couldn't tell the difference between top cafes and 7-Eleven coffees. That's super interesting. Perry the Plant. Yeah, good call, Manny. No, some people do, some people don't, but I mean, no, it's more about the, a lot of the times we import coffees from other countries like Colombia and Ethiopia, but we're very picky in how we make the coffee. But yeah, we do grow a lot of people in Victoria. Like there are homegrown cafes like where they sort of brew their own coffees, their own coffee beans, but in many cases we also like to import them. Here's another cafe just by the ferry. And guys, check this out. What is this? It's like a piece of art, isn't it? So this is, yeah, you got it right. What you see is what you're thinking is the truth. This is A Cow in a Tree by John Kelly. John Kelly is one of those unique artists who not only are talented, but they have a very good sense of humor. They can laugh. And this is a panda truck. Interesting. Yeah, well, it could be a panda, same colors, but it's a cow. It's a cow. And it's a cow stuck in a tree. And I'm going to explain why, but why don't you take a postcard of this? I won't go any lower because it's the car. I don't want the car to ruin the postcard. And why is there a car on a tree? Because Victoria, well, Melbourne specifically, and Victoria, the state that Melbourne's situated in, is known for having a lot of floods. Like it rains profusely in Melbourne. And we, in one instance, I don't know, couple of decades ago, they found they had a massive flood, and then when the flood was over, they found a dead cow in a tree, sadly. So yeah, he created this sculpture in homage to what they found. No, they never found another dead cow in a tree ever since, but it's pretty cool. Let's keep going. We're not here for a cow hunt. We're here for a UooUoo hunt. So yeah, it is a tree. It is a real tree, actually. Yeah, yeah, pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, look at this. A colourful UooUoo for those of you who love colours. I mean, we all love colours, but some people like less than others. Check this out. Be gone, pesky cow. Let's enjoy this beautiful UooUoo. It just evokes the child in me, doesn't it? It's pretty. I like this angle. It's a nice postcard shot of the UooUoo. So if you guys want to take a nice little postcard, we'll take 2 more angles after this. Good call. Gumball machine. Yeah, balloons, gumball machine. It'll be one of the 2. So we'll check it out. Very colourful. Smarties, M&Ms, Skittles. Can be anything. Okay. Okay, what do you guys think? This is very childlike, hey? It looks like something a kid would have in their room, hey? Beautiful, beautiful UooUoo. Yeah, no repeats, Maple, sorry, but we will be having a farewell ceremony on the 16th, your 16th. Now, check out this angle with the cow in the background. Pretty. Very. And in the farewell ceremony, they'll have all 100 UooUoos in one room, which is amazing. So we'll get to enjoy that. And that's a nice shot. The UooUoo, cow stuck in the tree. Just lovely. Okay, shall we read a little bit more about this UooUoo? The back is just more balls, so we're not gonna, but let's read more about this UooUoo. If you do want a back shot, just let me know, but I'm gonna sync. All right, let's check this out. So this is called Gumball Machine by Felicia Nguyen. Gumball Machine by Felicia Nguyen highlights the once common lolly gadgets that have disappeared from our world. Is it because they were designed to be short and in child's line of sight? Maybe we stopped noticing the things that spark a child's mind. Nowadays, we see young people on their devices, and while they are products of imagination, where did all the Gumball machines go, by the way? This UooUoo hopes to reignite that childlike joy. Oops, sorry. It's too busy reading. That's so cool. I love it. And that's, yeah, as I was saying earlier, this is what UooUoos are all about. Reigniting that childlike joy, bringing joy to people's lives, reminding us of what it's like to be a child. And that is honestly the essence of creativity. Creativity is all about igniting that inner child within you. It's very hard to be creative if you can't just let go and not be afraid to express your inner child. So I think that's an essential component of being creative in art. All right, let's keep moving, guys. Check this. Oh, but before we do move, I'm just going to walk all the way back. Let's take this beautiful shot of Marvel Stadium. Okay, pretty. Can you see we have 3 flags flying? You can't see the 3rd one on the right. It's behind a tree. Why don't you take a shot of this Marvel Stadium? We have 3 flags flying. One is the Australian flag that we all know with the Union Jack and 6 stars. The one next to it is the Aboriginal flag. And the one on the far right is the Torres Strait Islander flag. So we always try to raise 3 flags in honor of our Indigenous community so that everyone feels included and that we're all part of one community. It'll be nice to one day have 1 flag for all of us. We're getting there. We're working on it. We just need to see eye to eye, all of us. We'll get there. Little grass domes, good question. They're just there to make the suburb look nice. There's no particular, but can you see those little dots around it on the cement? It lights up at night. So it just looks very pretty at night. Docklands is a nighttime suburb. And yeah, it looks very nice at night. A lot of people come here for like restaurants and everything. It's a beautiful suburb. So the 3rd flag was a Torres Strait Islander flag because northern part of Australia, there are, I think you can see it, it's the blue and green one. In the northern part of Australia, there are a heap of islands with Indigenous people called the Torres Strait Islanders, and they're owned by Northern Australia, and they're part of Australia. So these flags, the Aboriginal flags, the Aboriginal flag has 3 colours, as you can tell, yellow, red, and black. The yellow represents the sun, The red represents the red earth of, the middle of Australia, and the black, according to the artist who designed it, represents the indigenous people. It was designed by an indigenous person. So yeah. And these are sheds. They have a lot of restaurants and wedding functions in these sheds and tribute shows. Very cool. And so there used to be a bar called Alhambra down there, right, at the end of this shed. And they had kids who were 18 graduating from high school, celebrating their graduation there. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, the whole thing sank. Bang. No one died, luckily, but the whole bar just went poof, sank. So they're renovating this bar now and they're trying to fix it. Oh, check this out. Let's just have a closer look before we check out the street art and our last UooUoo. Let's check this out quickly. We'll check out this building in a second, but check out this street art. This is just a home life. The artist is Docklands actually paid people to artists to paint these. I guess this represents Docklands' suburban feel, aura. Let's keep walking. It's a mural of an older lady. Old is relative. And let's just wait for these people to move. You guys can take a cool postcard shot. It's very pretty, isn't it? Represents that Docklands doesn't it's not for one demographic, it's for older people too. Because a lot of people think that if you live in the city, you have to be young, but no, a lot of people live in Docklands, of all cultures, of all age ranges, all demographics. It's a beautiful suburban. And check out this. The road belongs to us. The road belongs to all of us. That's pretty cool. That's in reference to cyclists and people who drive clashing on the roads, because our infrastructure isn't quite there yet. So cyclists actually share the road with cars, and there have been many times in which they clashed, and yeah, not nice, not good. Caused a lot of road rage and anger. Here we have more art while we're here, before we proceed to our last UooUoo. And here we have, I can only guess that the image, the painting over here represents multiculturalism. You've got a woman, people of color, you've got a queer LGBT person, you've got an Aboriginal a person on the far right, and you've got a girl with a unicorn hat and a pig. That's very cool. So I guess that represents how Docklands is multicultural, brings all kinds of people together. And I guess the pig is there to represent, I guess they're friends. Okay. And here we have magpies. But before I show you, I'll just check this out. They're shooting the news. That's 7 news. So they must be shooting something. The pig is loving life. Yeah, I mean, that girl doesn't seem like a threat to that pig. I'd love to have a pig pet one of these days. I'd love to. Intelligent, very intelligent creatures. Check out these magpies. Beautiful magpies. Magpies are, I think you have them in the UK, but you can find them all over Australia. They can be aggressive when they want to be. They can swoop you and at times injure you. All right, let's, did you, Claire? That is the dream for me. I've always wanted to do it. Oh, God. So they're everywhere, those damn magpies. Oh. Yeah, you're my hero too, Claire. I reckon we should announce a National Claire Day. That's amazing. No, I really want to have a pig. I want to adopt a pig, and I'd love to have. It'll be nice. It'll send a nice message to the world. Okay, check this out. I just want to give you guys one more shot. Check out this gothic, modern yet gothic looking building down there. Super cool, huh? Reminds me of Game of Thrones. Okay, guys, I am going to pan very slowly. Look what we have here. Our last UooUoo. Can you believe it? This is a beautiful UooUoo. Whoa. Okay, this one on our first 2 tours was voted the most liked UooUoo by a lot of people. And for those who were there, I don't know if you remember, but people love this UooUoo. Stunning UooUoo. And I love this background because you've got the bent building in the background. Yeah. Stunning. I just like the colors I like its abstract nature. You can draw whatever conclusions you want to from this UooUoo. Very skillful. It's very, very cubistic, isn't it? Or cubism, whatever. I've never actually studied art, but I know there is this thing called cubism. So it looks like it is inspired by cubism. They do maple. They do sell them. So if you check it out online, you go to Google, type in UooUoo, and then go to shopping. There's like a tab within Google, and it'll tell you, it'll show you all the UooUoos that are being sold online. Check this out. From the back, it's got circles. Beautiful. All right, let's, if you want to take one more postcard, let's take a read. Let's have a read of what this UooUoo is about. All right, you ready? Let's do this. All right, let's go down. So this UooUoo is called Newtopia by Kubota Fumikazu. Okay, so, and it's number 5080. Newtopia by Kubota Fumikazu represents an alternative vision of the future. Bright colors and nostalgic geometric patterns adorn this UooUoo, creating a feeling of a kinder future. This the futuristic shapes and colors are inspired by Japanese children's books. Kubota Fumikazu invites us to use our imaginations to see beyond this UooUoo and follow our own stories. Stunning, hey? Absolutely stunning. I've never actually read Japanese books, or what are they, children's books, but I do love this. Yeah, do not climb, because you'd be surprised. Kids climb all over them. Kids climb, then they can fall, so, or they can break. All right, this is another shot of Marvel, but I just want to check out this building over there. This building over here. Check this building out. Very unique. This gives me a very, I feel like it's very Tim Burton-esque, isn't it? Very Tim Burton, isn't it? Beautiful. Nice little, I like it. This building's been around for what feels like 15 years now. I remember when they first built it over a decade ago, maybe 15 years ago. I actually, I was in this building once. It's very beautiful, very modern. All right, guys, now I'm just going to step over there because if we can catch a tram, we will catch a tram. And we'll jump on the tram, but I'm not on any tram. We're going to be jumping on an old, traditional Melbourne tram. So let me just cross the road. But we've just got to find, just check out the schedule. We've got to see if it's running today. It is a public holiday today. It is Easter Monday in Australia. So let's check this out. Okay. Oh, check out this building. It's got like a purple streak to it, doesn't it? Very cool. All right, let's check out the tram. See when the tram leaves. Let's check this. Let's check it out. Let's see. Oh, okay. So the 35 isn't running today. So we can just jump on the next tram. We see. It won't be a modern day tram, but just check out this view, guys. So again, if you want to check out more UooUoos, join me on our next tour in half an hour. We will be exploring more UooUoos in another suburb called Southbank. And now we're about to jump on a tram. As you can tell, I'm wearing a mask. So you have to wear masks in public transport. That's just how it is, just how the cookie crumbles. Okay. Let's jump on this tram, okay? And we'll just catch 2 stops. This is what a tram looks like in Melbourne. Very cool, isn't it? Very cool. Let's check it out here. Beautiful shot. Lovely, Christina. It'll be nice to see you on part 2. You know what? I thought about it once. I was in a hurry to work. I'm taking the time. I was like, I'm just going to jump and take myself to work. But yeah, I should have prefaced it with this is a live stream, but it's all good. And here's me. So the cool thing about trams is if you want to get off, you just pull this. You pull this and it'll get you off at the next stop. Super cool. So we'll stay on this tram. Let's check out the views. And guys, as I was saying, my next, okay, let's get off at this stop. Oh, actually, yeah, let's get off at this stop. And the good thing about trams is that you can use the same card to tap in that you would on a bus. So you get tickets, you get one ticket called a Carmikey card. And should we get off at the next stop or on this one? What do you guys reckon? Next stop. All right, we'll get off at the next stop. Let's do it. It's the good thing about, yeah, you buy one ticket called a Mikey card. And the Mikey, you can use it for trams, trains, buses, basically anything. Okay, let's get off now. And yes, the Mikey is it's a very sort of central way of traveling. You can use it for anything. And yeah, it's very similar to the Oyster cards, and Sydney has the same thing. In Sydney, they use their ferries as transport. Let me just switch to me. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm just going to sit down for a second. We're getting off soon. So we're going to be having another UooUoo hunt in about half an hour. We're going to be exploring another suburb called South Bank. Beautiful suburb. I'm going to be getting a coffee. I need one. I'm absolutely ravenous. I might grab a bite. I feel so hungry right now. I could eat anything. I could eat a whole raw broccoli. So we'll be checking out South Bank, but you can check out my other tours, in which we explore other parts of Melbourne. We explore the laneways and alleyways of Melbourne. That's beautiful if you're interested in street art and hidden alleys. There's a lot to see. We can also be, yep, of course you did, Jenny. Of course you did. I'm from Melbourne. That's just how it is. Okay, let me just take my mask off. Amazing, Caroline. It'll be nice to see you guys. Yeah, well, I don't know about you guys, but considering the time, it is coffee hour o'clock. So yeah, I mean, we've got another 5 minutes if you guys want. You can either leave now or I can answer your questions. Oh, we've had trams, Andrew, we've had trams for over 120 years. They've been around. They initially, when they came up with trams, they used to have horses carrying them around, and then they upgraded it to electricity. And yeah, trams, we have over 400 trams in Melbourne. So they go everywhere, all over the place. I use trams all the time to get to work, to travel anywhere. But part 2 of our UooUoo hunt's going to be fun. You'll see. South Bank is a very colourful suburb. Not as colourful as Docklands, but there's a lot to see. There's a lot of art in South Bank. It's by the river, the Yarra River. We'll be talking a little bit about the Yarra River, and I'm planning a Yarra River walk and cruise down the track. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get the cruise going because, yeah, it's hard to find people who are willing to cruise with me. Yeah, and you'll be receiving a caffeine-injected UooUoo hunt by me. So that didn't sound too good. But anyway, I will be caffeinated for our next trip, and we'll be enjoying that. So we'll be enjoying that. And our third trip, UooUoo hunt, will be in a suburb called Paran. We'll be exploring that. It's like the shopping district of Melbourne. Beautiful suburb, lots to see, lots of experience. And yeah, so so there are trams everywhere in the world, Nicholas, but yeah, in Melbourne has the biggest tram network. So we just heaps of trams everywhere. People use them more than they use trains and buses, which is super cool. So yeah, guys, do you have any questions before we end this live stream? Any questions? Any UooUoos that you loved? Anything you'd like to see in our next trip that I can bring into it? Thank you. Thank you. I will enjoy my coffee, Michelle from Switzerland. Oh, thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it. Thanks, Donna. Hi, Donna. So yeah, well, Looking forward to showing you. There'll be some exciting UooUoos. Actually, one of the most popular UooUoos out of all our UooUoo hunts will be in South Bank. You'll see. It's quite a unique UooUoo. For those who have attended, you know which one I'm talking about. Very unique UooUoo. Unique. So I'll be showing you that. And in about half an hour, we'll see you then. So guys, I'll speak to you soon. I'm a little early. It's okay. You guys can leave a little early, grab yourselves a cup of tea, and I'll see you in half an hour. Okay? See you guys. Bye-bye.